Hello, beautiful people, and thank you so much for tuning in to today, March 27th, daily reading. I am the Pink Lady, and today you are watching March 27th daily reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are watching from either my IGTV at the Pink Lady, that's pink with a Y instead of an I, or are you watching from my YouTube channel at the Pink Lady? Either way, whatever platform you are watching this on, I am excited and I welcome your view. Thank you so much for giving me a little piece of your day and sharing and indulging with something that I love to do every day as well. Now I'm excited to just jump right into what we are doing today. If you are new here, I will kind of explain a little what is going on. I created my own 3-card tarot spread. The first card to the left will be the lesson of the day. The card to the right will be the driving force of the day. And the card in the middle will be the lesson of the day. Now, actually, I want to take a look at the affirmation for the day because it is no doubt. And it says, I will eventually achieve success because I do not allow myself to doubt. Family, did you hear that? I will eventually achieve success because I do not allow myself to doubt. I will eventually achieve success because I do not allow myself to doubt. I will eventually achieve success because I do not allow myself to doubt. Let's take a look and see why this idea of no doubt will be prevalent in our reading today. You guys, I have some flowers on my workspace. You can't really tell, but I do have them because I officially have 140 followers, and I just wanted to do a little something to celebrate myself and us together. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Whether you watch every day or not, whether this is your first time watching a video or not, I appreciate your view so much. So without further ado, let's jump right in to see the lesson of the day. Now, the first cards that came out for the lesson of the day are the 10 of Swords. This is the front. This is the back. And the 6 of Wands. This is the front. This is the back. This is my vice versa tarot. The next cards that came out for our inspiration of the day was the 8 of Pentacles and Temperance. This is the front. This is the back. Can you guys see that? Great. Okay. So basically, I want to talk to you about how this lesson applies today. Now, I feel like the past couple of days, weeks, months, years, however this applies to you, because this is a general reading. This is a general reading, so take the rest, take what resonates, and please leave the rest. But for however long you can identify this to, I feel like as a collective or as individuals, maybe we have just been putting endings to this idea of competition, this idea that we are competing against each other, this idea that we all have to fight to win. We have to fight each other to win, and that we all have to armor ourselves, get ready for war, and go into the world every day as if we are cadets, and we have to fight life for our will to survive, to succeed, to win. Because you have the 10 of Wands, not the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords here that represents endings. And normally this card gives me very heavy energy. And from this side, it does look like some person has been stabbed 10 times. But when you look at it on the back, when you look at it from another perspective, when you see it from the opposite side of the truth that we are currently experiencing right now, you see that it is actually a man stabbing his own armor. So he's disarming himself. He has killed a part of himself that did protect him, did give him some sort of hierarchy, because knights they do have some sort of connection to the royal family. They are protectors, they are guards, they are well-revered people, but he has destroyed his armor, and now he sits naked looking at it, staring at it, so for whatever reason, and I feel like with the 6 of Wands here, the 6 of Wands represents victory. It represents winning over adversaries, but with this card you see there's blood on all of the knights, armor or garb, and the person who is being highly revered, although he does have his knight shield, he has a different wand. He seems to be just a little bit more important or a little bit higher than the people that he's surrounding himself for. Maybe he's being congratulated, whatever. But I see this as it's either we are putting an ending to just ways in which that, because swords has to deal with mental thoughts, capacity, communication. I feel like we are putting it into populating our thoughts with the idea that this world is such a competitive thing, that this world is out to get us, that this world is out to kill us, and that this competitive nature in the world doesn't make any space for us. And whatever we want to do, whatever we feel like we could be victorious in, whatever area of life that we feel like we can win in, we are looking at ideas that keep us back from that and really trying to figure out how we can dead them, and really get down to the bare bones and get down to the naked truth of who we are. I can also see this as you're killing the competition. You feel me? So if you are doing something, if you have started some sort of business venture, or if you have started into some sort of a relationship or anything like that, I feel like if there is any hint of competition or any other idea of other people fighting for what you want, understand that the idea of competition has been killed, and that you don't have to worry about that anymore. And the reason why I say that is because along with the 10 of swords and the 6 of wands, we are being inspired today by the 8 of pentacles and the card of temperance. Now, the 8 of pentacles is all about hard work. It's all about putting in that consistent hard work for a unified purpose. This man makes these gold coins, and he's going to sit here and perfect each and every one of these gold coins because that is his job. That's what he loves to do. That's what he's choosing to do. That's where he's choosing to place his value, to put his energy and time and effort, aka pentacles. And he understands that it's probably his job, so it's going to make him some sort of money. And he is willing to put in the repetitive nature that is needed to help something consistently grow. Now, with that being said, if you can see the face of the kid, he looks like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, dead ass, what the fuck are you doing? But I feel like regardless of how anyone may be feeling in your life pertaining to any work or any energy that you are putting in consistently towards something, I feel like that we are being inspired today by, like I was saying, the need to not compete, but the need to do it to do things for ourselves, to find that internal drive, passion, that victory within ourselves. Because we have the temperance card here. The temperance card is all about balancing. The temperance card is Sagittarius energy. And if you look on the back, this reminds me of the strength card, and we got the strength card yesterday. So if you didn't watch yesterday's reading, I highly suggest taking a look at that. But today I really feel like we are being inspired by either killing the idea of competition in our head, because we really understand that there is enough balance, life, and harmony for all of us to get everything that we need. Like, I feel like we are being inspired by letting go of the mask, letting go of the armor that we feel like we have to go into the world with every day, and really realizing that, like, I will be victorious by the work that I put in consistently, and how much I show up for myself. I don't have to worry about what everybody else is doing. I'm balanced, I'm focused, and I'm literally looking ahead. But let's take a look and see what the driving force is for today. And we have some very mirroring numbers. We have the 2 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, we have the Star card, and we have the Fool card. So right here off rip, I'm seeing that we are being inspired by juggling or having to balance, because that is what the idea of the 2 of Pentacles represents. But I feel like we are being inspired today by the idea of balance, harmony. Like I was saying, the Temperance card definitely gives me the same vibes. But with the 2 of Cups here, the 2 of Cups represents soulmate, harmonious relationships, whether they be platonic, romantic, financial, educational, and whichever way you are connecting with people, I feel like, or connecting with something, I feel like today we are being driven by the idea that we have to balance, we have to be able to balance something simultaneously. And when it comes to the things and the stirrings of our heart, you may have to balance 2 things simultaneously, even if it is you, like yourself, and the love of another person, or the love that you're sharing with someone else, and a business adventure, or your business and your career, or your family life and your career, or your health and your wealth. Like, I feel like in life there's always this understanding that we have to be able to be good multitaskers. And I feel like today we are being being driven by our idea that we have been receiving healing from the things that we have been connecting with, or we are finding that we are being inspired by the things that we are connected with, and that is what's forcing us, or that's what's encouraging us to figure out a way to balance doing everything we need to do so we can start off on the right foot. Because with the Fool here, the Fool is all about journeying on the Fool's journey, and that's what all of this tarot represents. It represents the Fool's journey in every way, capacity, shape, and form. And with that being said, with the Fool showing up as our inspiration, we are all looking for places to spark a little more excitement or life into our lives. And the reason why I feel that with this rose here, I was just talking about flowers, but with the Star card here, as you can see, here's the front, here's the back. This idea of 2 cups, balance, harmony. This is the front, this is the back. Like the Star is there regardless. This is the front, this is the back, this is the front. The Star is always there. So I feel like healing is always available to us, and that is why we are being so inspired by this balance energy. If you've been seeing a lot of 222s or 1111 or 111, or just any reflective numbers like 616 or 424, or just numbers that bounce off of each other like that, I definitely acknowledge you, and so does Spirit in this reading. But I also want to say that that makes a lot of sense as to why we are being inspired to disarm ourselves, because there is no way that we can be receptive to certain things if we are constantly approaching them armored up like this. So in essence of ourselves, we do have to shed our armor, the things that keep us separated from people, so we can actually experience this idea of 2 of Cups harmony that we want to share, whether it is with an actual other person, or if this harmony has to do more with you combining with your hopes, dreams, and visions that you do see for yourself. Because at the end of the day, baby, we have no doubt we will eventually achieve success, because we do not allow ourselves to doubt. We do not allow ourselves to doubt. So with that being said, I want to take a look at the lesson of the day and see what Goddess has to offer us anything. And we have Unaga. Easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. I love this card because, as you can see, I thought there was a bird somewhere else. Anyways, I love this card because, first of all, it just looks so beautiful. I'm going to turn it this way so you guys can really try to take it in for all it is. But I love this card because this really reminds me of the idea of divine timing, of the idea and the understanding that everything really does happen for a reason. And when it comes to our destiny, when it comes to things that are for us, because a lot of the energy on this spread today has a lot to do with things being destined for us, especially with the 2 of Cups, the Star card, and Temperance. There are certain energies in the world that you cannot fight. There are certain energies that you cannot run from. And when it comes to healing, balance, and love, those are 2 things that, regardless of how you feel about yourself, you will always meet again and again. Whether you can comprehend them or not, whether you can accept them or not into your life, will be up to you. But love, balance, harmony, concepts like that, healing, are always present to you. So I feel like Unaga is urging us today that there is no need to hurry or force things to happen, because things are already happening. You don't need to hurry because you're already on the way. And everything truly is occurring in perfect timing. So I just really want to urge you guys and understand that there needs to be no anxiety or anything like that surrounding that. My Moonology cards are urging us to meditate and contemplate. It says New Moon in Pisces. New Moon in Pisces, you are very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. Yeah, and I feel like that's why the Easy Does It card is up here, because we are so close to achieving our goal. The Victory card is here, so that we are victorious. The 8 of Pentacles is here, so we are working hard, trying to balance ourselves and all that stuff that I was talking about earlier. So I feel like we are definitely closer to the goal than we think we are, whether we perceive it to be or not. That's why Spirit is urging us to meditate and contemplate and really get in touch with not only who we are, but what we are doing, so we can have an accurate picture of what is going on in our lives and the world around us. And like I was saying, this idea of 2, like balancing, it's very present here. So I'm going to get into this card. It says, thank me. Thank me, guys. We can be really hard on ourselves. To balance feelings of self-criticism, there we go, the balance word again. To balance feelings of self-criticism and unworthiness, it is really important to remember that fundamentally we are actually on our own side. A good way to do this is to develop gratitude for yourself. Recognize that so much of what you do for your own good. even if it doesn't always work out in the way that you expected. Take a few minutes today to close your eyes and thank yourself, because you are doing the best that you can. So I love this card because I was talking about there's this balancing energy, and although this can pertain to something external, now looking at this, I really see it as a beautiful way to really balance and temper your inner self, to temper the parts of yourself that you know that you need to be focusing on, especially with a lot of the time that we're being able to spend at home. So spend some time today, March 27th, thanking yourself and understanding that you have really gone through a lot. You have put endings to certain cycles, and those endings to these cycles have really released you and allowed you to embrace this victory, regardless if the people around you understand you or not, or understand what is going on or not, is a different question. And if you have any questions, feel free to DM me at the Pynk Lady or email me at thepinkladytarot@gmail.com for personal readings or inquiries. My link to my Etsy account will also be in the description box below, so peep that as well. But I can definitely say that today, March 27th, is all about balance and understanding that we can access that within ourselves, and we are also attracting that externally, as long as we foster that idea ourselves first. So take some time today to thank yourself, and really realize that everything is occurring the way that it needs to be. So take a breath, calm down, and understand that everything truly is occurring in perfect timing. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching today's reading. Please have a beautiful rest of your day. Like I said, feel free to contact me on Instagram at thepinklady or email me at thepinkladytarot@gmail.com. I love you guys so much. Please have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.